Okay, so I've been thinking about doing this for a while. I've mentioned this in the past, and I thought I would make this first video as soon as possible. I don't know when I'll be doing the next one or anything like that. So here's the thing. I don't read books. I don't really do anything but go by what my soul says. And in that, I need you guys to understand I'm not a professional. I don't have a PhD. I don't have an MD. And what I say is what I personally believe from my soul, even though it may or may not coincide with what this realm says or what it believes. Now, bear in mind that as I say that, I know I'm not of this realm. I know I'm not ever going to be of this realm. For one thing, as things get explained and as things get more and more in depth, I know that there are going to be people that'll try to ostracize, to argue, to flame, to troll, to etc., because I am totally different from the conformist, the idealisms, and everything else in this realm. Now, that being said, I know that there will be a lot of hostility pointed at me, but do not point it at the people around me or anyone I care about. I only ask that because I'm me. I can take a lot. But you go after the people I care about, that is when it's too far for me. That being said, I am well aware that even my blood, quote unquote, family will have a problem with what I have to say. And I'm fully aware of that. I will go into that in the future, but what I'm saying is in this first video, I wanted you guys to know where I stand, where I'm going to be going, and how things that come out of my mouth are not of this realm or of its understanding of reality. Because I'm not going to say anything unless it's contrived to go along with what reality really is, that is based here in this realm. Because I refuse to limit and box reality into these standards and these equations and stuff like that people trying to put reality in so they can understand it, because that's not how it is. And I will tell you that reality to me, that this is another thing, I'm very particular about words. Reality to me is all the realms at once. That being said, perception or perceptional reality is what you guys would call reality a lot. And the physical realm is what I call it. So beware, I may have to, in future videos, go back and say, okay, this is what I've said, and this is the difference between, because I'm very particular on wordage. Now, that being said, I am very particular on the concept of duality also. And that I know will be a very controversial view to a degree, because to me it is masculine and feminine. There is no such real thing as the duality of good and evil. Even though there is balance, there is no duality between it. And the whole concept of feng shui and stuff like that we'll get into later, but let's just say that I know that conversation will be very controversial and most people will be upset with it. Because it is not according to what this society, this era, this realm wants to believe. So, that being said, I understand that will be one of those conversations that I may get threatened a lot. I may get told that I'm a fool or fake or whatever. I'm well aware. I see it already. Just like I see a lot of other conversations being the same way. But let me tell you today, it doesn't bother me. If you don't want to hear what I have to say, let me say this once. If you don't want to hear what I have to say, then don't. I do not want people who just want to pick and choose what they have to hear and what they have to say to be around me. If you do not want to hear or understand everything, or understand why I say what I say, then do not watch my videos. Do not even go near me. Because it is not conductive nor productive for either one of us. I'm doing this because I feel there is a lack of true understanding in reality. If you want to do the religion thing, go ahead. That's your deal. If you want to do the science, which is essentially a religion, go ahead and do that. Astrology, do that. I don't mind. But do not come at me because I am honest about how I am and how I feel about stuff. I have experienced far more than I care to count. And with that being said, I'm not afraid to say I am wrong either. If someone comes up with a question that I have to really think about, then I really have to understand where I stand. And I don't mind questions like that. But if they're facetious, aggressive, passive aggressive, or anything like that, I'm going to have a problem. Because I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for the people that really want to know and really want to hear the truth. Whether they accept it or not. And that's kind of where I sit with all this. I wanted to do this video as soon as I could because I was thinking about it and I was like, okay, I've got to make sure I do this the right way. I've been thinking about this for a while. So, please be aware. It may be a while before the next video, but I will always ask to refer to this video first before going to any others. Because I don't want there to be any misunderstandings. I know there will be. I know there will be arguments. But my drive is to make it much easier on both sides. Thank you for listening. And I hope to see you in the next video. If not, I understand. Thank you.